The Total Media Sports Network presents Boyd County Lions Soccer live on Kool TV. Now let's go to the Boyd County Athletic Facility for pregame coverage of Boyd County Soccer live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from the campus of Boyd County High School, the Boyd County Athletic Complex. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here this evening, here on Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network, as we get you set for Lions girls soccer. A pair of 3-0 teams tonight, as we've got Boyd County entertaining Martin County. Boyd County with a convincing win over Fleming County here on Tuesday night, 8-0. Faith Burnside punched in 6 goals in the winning effort. Aubrey Moore punched in 1, and Viv Allen got her first career goal. And it was fun to watch. These girls, they really got after it. This Martin County team, a solid group coming in as well. They've got a 4-0 win over Ashland. They have not given up a goal all season long. 2 8-0 wins and the 4-0 win over Ashland. They are led by Faith Caldwell. We're going to have a pair of Faiths going at each other tonight. Faith Caldwell has 10 goals on the season of the 20 scored. She put in 4 against Lawrence County on Monday evening, and or Tuesday evening, in the 8-0 win over the Bulldogs. We'll step out for a break. A breezy evening here in Cannonsburg. We'll come back, meet our starters, and get you ready for first kick. Martin County and Boyd County next on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Sprinkles! Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Back here in Cannonsburg on Kool TV, as we get you set for Boyd County and Martin County. Pair of 3-0 teams that hook up this evening, and we'll get things rolling here in just a few moments. Boyd County, 8-0 wins over Belfry and Fleming County here on Tuesday. They open up the season with that 8-0 win at Belfry. They got a 4-1 win over Bluegrass United, a homeschool out of Lexington, on Saturday the 16th. They'll head to Montgomery County this Saturday. They'll be back home in the back end of a boy-girl doubleheader on next Tuesday night. We'll have that action right here for you on Kool TV with Mason County, boys at 6, girls at 8. And then they are on the road for 7 consecutive. East Carter, Pikeville's listed twice, so 6 consecutive. Pikeville, West Carter, Rowan, and Minford. And then their final 3 games are at home, Estill County, Russell, and Cabell Midland. And, of course, you can catch all those right here on your home for the Lions on Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network. A dandy of a game by the Lions here Tuesday night. Faith Burnside with 6 goals and 8-0 mercy There was about 15-ish or so minutes left in the contest whenever Burnside connected on her 6th goal of the evening. Her and Aubrey Moore put in the first 2 goals of the evening, and then Viv Allen had a ball that just caromed back toward her about the 20-yard line, and she stepped into it and delivered a dart over top of the goalkeeper's gloves in the net down here closest to the field house, and it was a beautiful shot. So it was certainly a memorable goal for her of her first collegiate or her first career goal in the high school side. So let's meet our starters. Jazz Jude will be in there wearing number 3. London Fraley and a Hinkle, number 5. Faith Caldwell, leading scorer for the team. And Ali Davis wearing number 7. Hope Caldwell, number 10. Leah Priest, 11. Brianna Muncie, Jane Smith, Madeline Goebel, and Emily Ledford. It'll be Muncie in the net for Martin County. Here's a look at the starters for Boyd County. Emily Bush will be in the goal tonight. There has been one change. Alessa Perkins will not start tonight, but I didn't get it till late. We already had the graphic built. But Viv Allen, Laura Kraft in the back end. Cheyenne Burke, Savannah Henderson, Faith Burnside. Aubrey Moore will be in that sitter mid. Reagan Smith and Henderson on the wings. Maddie Stevens will be up front. But Emily Bush back in net after missing a couple of games due to an injury. But happy to see her back out. And this will be a really good test. I know I talked with Olivia Pennington, the head coach for this team, last week. And that was something that she kind of talked about, was what this team brings to the field here this evening. All right, we'll step out for a final break for the national anthem. We'll play soccer when we return after this on Kool TV.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Cannonsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Back here in Cannonsburg, a breezy evening as we get you set for what should be a dandy. 2 3-0 teams coming in on the season. Martin County has yet to give up a goal. They're going to face one of the top scorers in the state in Faith Burnside, and she has lit it up this season already. Burnside on the season, 13 goals. She had 6 of those here Tuesday night in the win over Fleming. Martin County in the white and blue, Boyd County in all black. Martin County will control possession to start the things off here to get us going on this beautiful evening here in this latter part of August. Temperatures have been scorching, And this weekend, it's going to cool off quickly. We're going to go down into the 70s for the highs. We may see 40s at night on a couple of nights. We got some soccer balls rolling around still left on the field that we got to get off there. That would be interesting if you put 2 balls on the field at one time. That would, I thought we said, like a power play, last 2 minutes of a half, and you throw a next extra ball out there and let both teams work at the same time. That would be certainly interesting. Martin County will defend the goal to my right. That's the open end zone, and then the Fieldhouse goal will be defended by Emily Bush in the first half, and then Boyd County will work at that direction when we get things rolling. Our crew tonight, Felicia Collier and Philip Rourke, happy to have you along with us here. First time on the channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. If you see something you like, hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll alert you to your mobile device. Also, hit us up on Facebook, and we'll keep you uploaded with all of the great stuff we've got going for you here on Kool TV. Here's Burnside stepping 2. Works it off to the right side, but she can't control it as Martin County quickly swipes it away. They'll bring it near side off to Madeline Goebel quickly there. Henderson and Burnside working inside. Henderson tries to clear it, but Moore was too close, and she sends it all the way across the field. Martin County will clear the far side. Savannah Henderson lets it trickle back toward her. She'll make a nice move, work that far sideline. Boyd County likes to work on those edges. That was something they did extremely well here the other night, was getting the ball out wide and then bringing it back in. And when you can do that, and you can do that with precision, a lot of times you see success with the ball going through. Here's Henderson with a big throw. She's got a booming throw that she can go and try to get a ball down inside the 18. Henderson had it at her feet. Martin County's going to clear. It'll be another throw coming up for the Lions on the far sideline. That's something when you have a player like Henderson that can get that big, high-arcing throw, that you can try to get something down inside the 18, and sometimes, depending on the position, she can get it down near the 6. Found the head there of Moore, but she couldn't turn it down toward the net. It'll be a goal kick coming up for the Cardinals. Center back position of Emily Ledford will line it up. Those green cleats, brings it near side. Ball trickles near side, Madeline Goebel. She'll work it ahead. Ball lost off of her foot, but a push from behind by Boyd County will foul. A free kick coming up for the Cardinals. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Martin County has yet to give up a goal on the season. 2 8-0 wins and a 4-0 win over Ashland. So this will be a real measuring tape for this Boyd County team to see what they can do against a solid team out of the 15th. Fell to Johnson Central last year in the 15th Region Championship. Boyd County, your defending 16th Region champs. Here's a ball out toward the midfield stripe. Stevens wins it, trying to find Burnside on a run. Drops it off to Moore on the left edge. Moore, nice move as she gets the left edge on the far sideline. Closing out on her is Jazz Jude. Moore trying to work it down in that corner with a nice drop there to Stevens. Now Burnside. Boyd County trying to play a little triangle there, but nobody was on the backside when they tried to drop. Now Martin County building from the back, working up the far sideline. Henderson slows things down with a ball off of her back, but a drop to Martin County, and they've got position. Down inside the 20, just outside the 18. A left-footed kick, and Emily Bush puts it in the midst, and a save to start things off here for us early in the contest. Ball intercepted on a pass towards Stevens on the far sideline. Martin County settles. They'll play it in their half of the field. This is Jazz Jude with the ball working up that far sideline. Cheyenne Burke can't play it. Now a ball down inside the 18 for the Cardinals. Defended nicely by Allen. Carrying him around outside the 6. Burnside will clear it to the far sideline. Chasing it down far side is Annalie Davis for the Cardinals. And it'll be a throw-in for Martin County. Here's Burnside, gets it out of the 18, trying to push it ahead out to Reagan Smith. Ball back to the center, Hope Caldwell. Spinning a fire off the foot of Jazz Jude, but another save by Emily Bush. Sophomore keeper Jude battling for position with Jazz Jude. Now Moore brings it near side to Burnside. Burnside trying to save it. She'll try to kick it up the far side. Could not get to it as Moore got a little bit too heavy on the foot. It trickles over the line into the Martin County bench, and back to the Cardinals it goes. Henderson turns. Burnside trying to win. Can't do so. Caldwell settles things down. Now Moore with an interception. Stevens takes it far side out to Reagan Smith. Back to Moore. Can't find feet, though. Boyd County saves it. Smith now far side. Jude shoving her off the ball. Trickles out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lions. It'll be a throw-in, and here comes Savannah Henderson. Field level there on the far sideline with a great look over the shoulder. Henderson has a great angle here to try to launch one down toward that 18 if she wants it, and that's exactly the angle she's going toward Burnside. Another thing that you keep in mind tonight, it is breezy, and that wind is swirling here tonight. It's not really been one direction or the other. Martin County with a good build at this moment, running up that far side is Annalie Davis. She breaks position down inside the 18, cuts back inside. She gets inside the 6, the ball loose, and Bush will clear it out of there as it got it at her feet. Great defensive effort there on the back line by Boyd County, and a dangerous moment there with a ball that got down all the way into the 6 and nearly turned into a Martin County goal. Here's Henderson stepping to. She can't control it. They'll say it was titched out of bounds last by Martin County, so back in control of the ball is the Lions. We get Elise Perkins coming on, replacing Skylar Rogotsky. Rogotsky's played in goal the last 2 games with the absence of Emily Bush, and with Bush returning to the starting lineup tonight in the goal, that moved Rogotsky back into a defensive position on that outside backer. Martin County switching fields, playing it near side. Out to Madeline Goebel. Now switching it back toward the middle. Very patient are the Cardinals. Trying to play it up that right edge. Burke steps to. Can't control it. It trickles out of bounds into the back to the Cardinals it goes. Jan Smith will toss it in from the far side near about the midfield line. Good ball there. Nice piece of ball movement up the far edge. Trying to center it up. Gets it at the feet of Hope Caldwell. Caldwell has that one turned away by Henderson. This was something Boyd County did not do a lot of against Fleming County on Tuesday night. They did not have to play a tremendous amount of defense as Burnside takes that one away from Goebel, who tried to cross it. Booming kick up the near side, looking for Henderson, but can't control it in bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Cardinals in front of the Lions bench. 7 minutes gone here in the first half of play. We're still scoreless, and it's been a dandy so far, and Martin County has really been the aggressor. Lazy pass there. Reagan Smith picks it off and then loses possession of the ball. Looking back inside, trying to find Faith Caldwell. Boyd County's done a good job of keeping it off of her feet. She gets knocked off of her feet, and a free kick coming up for the Cardinals, and it'll be Faith Caldwell. 10 goals of the 20 scored this season for the Cardinals. She'll line up the free kick. High chip shot out toward the goalie and puts it over top of the outreached gloves. And a 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. Had Bush up just a tad much and got it right over top of the mitts and puts it in. So in the 10th minute, Martin County grabs a 1-0 lead. Caldwell with her 11th goal on the season. Martin County settles from the backside, rolls it near side to Goebel with 2 on. Takes it into the middle, a bad piece of communication there, and then Boyd County does the same thing. Had it at Henderson's feet. She was looking at more, but they were not on the same page. But Reagan Smith secures it far side, trying to work it up that left edge. Jazz Jude will rack it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in coming up for the Lions down in that far corner. They've had several throws from that corner. They've just not been able to execute something down inside the box. Henderson will toss again. Again, she's got plenty of ability right over her shoulder. Great look there, field level, to try to launch this thing down inside the box. Another good one. That one goes off the leg of Emily Ledford. This should be a corner kick coming up for the Lions, and it will be. So from that far side, it'll be Faith Burnside. Looking into that sun, trying to shade it off. Touches it into Moore, right back to Burnside. Now they've got a 2-on-1. Burnside working it down inside the 18, lines it up, but puts it off the left side of the net. And a goal kick coming up for Martin County. Just about 10 minutes gone here in the opening period. Martin County with the lone goal so far. Faith Caldwell on the free kick in the 10th minute to take the 1-0 lead. Here's Goebel. She'll go negative as Gracie Crow, who checked in during the timeout after the goal, she checks in for her first action as she replaces Eden Henderson. She's called for the infraction. London Fraley will trade places with Emily Ledford, the senior captain. Sends it out toward midfield. Moore trying to get there. Collision with her and Jude. We play on. Crow controls it near side. Trying to turn it across. Was looking for Moore. It was off the chest of Burnside. Ball's loose. It'll roll out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for the Lions. So Henderson from the near side with the wind at her back this direction. Henderson launching one down toward the 18. Gets it there. It was cleared all the way back out near midfield on a bounce. Henderson settles it with her head. Looking for Burnside. Can't make that connection. It's Caldwell who has it. Good ball up the far edge. Davis on a run. Burke closing out. Davis slams on the brakes. Looking for Caldwell. Just outside the 20. She'll give it up. Moore trying to beat the Martin County player to the punch. Can't do so. Martin County, Jazz Jude. Back to Moore as she stays on the defensive side. Looking for Caldwell just outside the 18. Caldwell on a run. Goes to the right side. Fires it and off the outside edge of the net. And a goal kick coming up for Boyd County. They're going to say, actually, it was touched last by Boyd County, so now this is going to be a corner kick coming up for Martin County. High arcing kick into the net, or to the wind, excuse me, and Bush comes out and puts the mitts on it. Martin County was wanting a touch by a Boyd County player. I think it caught the chest, but did not catch any part of the arms. Again, a touch by the hands inside the box results in a PK. Sun peeks out from the clouds, putting a little sunshine on the turf for the first time here this evening. Martin County in front, 1-0. Here's a ball up the far edge. Davis trying to chase it down. And a corner kick coming up for the Cardinals again. So far, Martin County has been the aggressor coming into this ballgame. A tough kick from that position because you're kicking into the wind and it's blowing away from the net. It's almost one of those you can kick it over top of the net and bend it back in. Here's a ball outside the 6. Boyd County trying to clear. Jude loses it at her feet for a second, and then they're going to get an infraction on Faith Burnside from Boyd County, so a free kick coming up for Martin County. 1-0, approaching the 26-minute mark here in the first half. Boyd County will set up a 4-person wall. Caldwell will try a chip shot here and look for her second goal of the evening. She gives it up right side to Jude. Jude puts a foot on it and grabs the crossbar. Boyd County clears it out. A near miss by Jazz Jude as she found the crossbar but could not connect. Near inches from being the second goal of the ball game. Burnside fighting for position. Gets past Jude. Trying to build a run. Can't get it as she loses it with Jude playing heavy defense. Now they work it toward Caldwell. She's hounded on the backside by Lauren Kraft for the Lions. That's something that Martin County has done. They've marked up number 11 very well so far in this ball game. Fleming County really had a difficult time keeping the ball off of her feet here Tuesday night. And when she got the ball at her feet and had open space, she was just knifing her way through people. Right now they have basically stuck Hope Caldwell on her, and she's chased her all over this turf surface here in Cannonsburg. Header goes over the behind, and Ledford's going to boom this one into the far side stands. And it'll be a throw-in for Savannah Henderson and the Lions. Good throw there by Henderson. Moore gets it down toward the goal. And let's see what we get here. Believe it, the goalie lost it off of her mitts, and it kicks over the end line. So we're going to get a corner kick coming up for Boyd County here, and Faith Caldwell will get another opportunity. You can hear the wind when it kicks up on top of the press box here. It is a breezy evening here in Cannonsburg. And this is a ball that is going to work with the right-footed kick if she puts it up in the air. She's going to touch it off to Moore. Davis chasing her. Burnside just inside the 18. Fires one toward the net. And it goes off the mitts of the keeper of Brianna Muncie. And it stays a 1-0 game. Big ball near side. Maddie Stevens can't control it as she loses it off her head into the bench for the Cardinals. Sub coming on for Martin County as junior Chloe Jude, wearing number 9, checking in. Here's Jazz Jude working for Davis on that far sideline. She's not going to be able to get there as it goes out of bounds, and Boyd County wants the ball. They want to go quick as they got Davis try it behind. Burke into Moore, rolls it up to Reagan Smith. Boyd County trying to build up that left edge. Now Faith Burnside trying to get through the pile of defenders that's in front of her. A loose ball finds its way back to her feet. Now Crow has it near side and has it taken off of her feet, and here comes the Cardinals. That was Chloe Jude that entered the ball game. Bad pass intercepted at midfield by Burnside. Burnside sprinting past the defense. Brings it off to the right side, trying to get an edge from the 18. Pulls the trigger off the gloves of the keeper. Nobody's there. It's raked out of bounds. A big missed opportunity there by Boyd County. They'll get a corner kick out of it, but take a look at this on the Isense Cards and Collectible instant replay. Burnside let it go, and it went off the mitts of Muncie. And if anybody's trailing and coming up that post on the far side, you've got an easy touch in, and we're even at 1. So some good opportunity here for Boyd to build off of as we reach near the halfway point of the first half. Our lone goal so far in the 10th minute on the Faith Caldwell free kick. Jazz Jude settles it down. And this one goes out of bounds on the far sideline, and a goal kick coming up for Martin County. Henderson back in for the Lions. Let's see who she's going to take. I believe it's going to be She's going to replace Gracie Crow. It's been a physical first half, and so far Martin County has been in control much of this contest. And they've done a really good job defensively of keeping the ball away from Faith Burnside. Right down the seam, a nice dump off to the right side. They like to try to work it out that way toward Davis as they'll punch it down toward the corner looking for Jude on a runner. Allen will kick it out of bounds. It'll be a long throw-in coming up on the far side. We get a pair of subs back in the ballgame. Jane Smith and Madeline Goebel returning. 19 and 21 respectfully. So far side throw coming up for Madeline Goebel. Big booming kick just outside the 18. Martin County trying to settle. Allen fighting for position. Caldwell gets inside just outside the 6. Brings it back out top. Too much ball movement out in front of the box, and Boyd County swiped it away for a moment. Then Mia Priest sends it back down toward the 18. Martin County playing up. Perkins steps 2. Near side to Moore, right in front of her bench. She'll let it settle off the high hop and start a push for the Lions, who trail at 1-0. Trying to roll it up this near side. The left-footed kicker can't keep it in bounds, and it's back to the Cardinals. Here comes Gracie Crow back in the ball game in just a moment. Our next stoppage, she'll get an opportunity to get inside. Perkins lets it settle from behind. Looking down toward Henderson. Balling for position. Henderson with a good header. Trying to get it out to Eden Henderson. She can't get to it. And a nice save right in front of the Cardinals bench by the freshman Anna Hinkle. Too heavy on the foot there as it goes all the way through to the Boyd County back line. Now Burnside with 2 on. Works it off to the left side. Gets an angle. Dribbles into 3 players and loses the ball off of her feet. That is something that Martin County has done. Is anytime she's gotten near, basically inside the 15-yard line, they just collapse jerseys around her. Nice job there by Cheyenne Burke to take it off the feet of Goebel on that run up the far side, and now Burke trying to build a run of her own. I'm going to say Burke touched it last, so it's back to the Cardinals. Inside of 18 to play here in the first half. 1-0 our score. Kraft takes it on the deep drop as Boyd County sends it up to midfield. Here's Burnside. Here comes that defense collapsing toward her. Trying to work it down the right side. Splits through the right side. She's got an angle. Comes to the outside with 18. Fires it down in a one-hop catch. There by the keep for Martin County. And we stay 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals. A nice piece of ball movement here on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Maybe just a side piece off of her foot. But Boyd County has really picked up the aggressiveness on the offensive attack here in the latter 4 or 5 minutes. Here's Caldwell in the center. She's got the lone goal thus far in the ballgame. Cheyenne Burke takes us off of her feet. We play on, though, as it goes all the way back out near midfield. Bush is going to come out. She's a long ways from home. Can't get it, but right there to save it was Reagan Smith on a dangerous moment there by the Lions. Now Bush out of the goal, and it's off the side of the net on a long kick there by Caldwell as she nearly connected on her second goal. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Cardinals with 16.5 to play here in the first half. Nice job there by the Lions as Allen turned that one away off the chest. They get it out to Henderson out near midfield, but she's got 4 behind her on the defensive side for the Cardinals. She's still working for it as it rolls off the far sideline. Will it stay with Boyd County? No, they'll say it was off of Henderson's feet. We'll get a pair of subs coming on for Martin County, 1 for Boyd. In for the Lions is Gracie Crow. Pair of subs, Jazz Jude and Annalie Davis returning for the Cardinals. I think the second half of this half here has been more what Boyd County has wanted to see. Really had some issues controlling passes, finding feet the way they wanted to go with it in the first part of this ball game. But they've really kind of settled down and been able to move things around and get it into some attacking positions. Just not been able to find the net thus far. Here's Burnside. Works to the right side. Still trying to bend that edge. Working to the 18. Chips it down inside the box and a one skip off to the keeps gloves and into the midst of the freshman keeper of Brianna Muncie. Muncie came in with 10 saves and 3 shutouts in their first 3 contests. Long throw up the far side. It goes out of bounds off of Kraft. And stays with the Cardinals. Inside of 15 to play here in the half. They actually got a foul on the far side, so it'll be a free kick just on the defensive side of midfield. Settles at the feet of Hope Caldwell. Good ball near side. Bush is going to have to hustle, and a dangerous moment there as Madeline Goebel had it at her feet. Bush came off of her line. If Goebel controls that back into the center, it's an empty net. Here's Caldwell. Nice through piece. Kraft takes it away, though. Excellent defensive effort. Boyd County will try to move it up the far sideline with Reagan Smith. Smith being patient as she comes across the midfield stripe. This one goes out of bounds and will stay with Boyd County. Just inside of 14 to go here in the opening half. 1-0 Martin. 50-50 ball far side. Finds it at the feet of Maddie Stevens. Now Burnside working into a double team, trying to find the angle. Slams on the break, brings it back to the left side. Down inside the box, it looking for Crow on that back post. She was heavily defended by Jane Smith. And it goes out of bounds on a goal kick for the visiting Cardinals. So the senior captain, Emily Ledford. Only 3 seniors on this Martin County team. Played Boyd County last year down in Martin County at Cardinal Stadium, a 2-0 loss in that game. Trying to avenge that here on the road this evening and pick up their 4th win of the season, as many tries as both teams looking for that clean slate to stay in place. It's both rolled in at 3-0. Boyd County has given up only the 1 goal on the season. Martin County has yet to surrender one. Good piece of movement here, both sides. Physical contact. Perkins battling for position right in front of the in front of the Boyd County bench as she gets tangled up with Goebel. Too much push there by Goebel. It's a free kick coming up, and Savannah Henderson. Okay, now we'll just say it was a throw-in. My mistake. Drops it into Burnside, who's dropped back on the back line. She sends one deep, trying to get it up the middle. It finds its way all the way through, but nobody's home on the other side for the Lions. Maddie Stevens drops, settles things down at her feet. Looking for Reagan Smith on the far side, but having some trouble getting there. And then we get a foul against Martin County as Smith gets tumbled to the turf. So a free kick and Faith Burnside for the Lions, who trail at 1-0 with 11 minutes to play in the opening half. Good ball looking toward the near side post, but cannot find the head. Was looking for Moore, who was trying to leak out the backside. Good set piece there by the Lions, but just cannot connect. And we stay in a 1-0 mark at the moment, favoring the visiting Cardinals of Martin County. Smith trying to win it on the far side, can't get there. Annalie Davis will build from that right edge. Davis still pushing up the right line. Jazz Jude on the drop. Working on Madeline Smith now. Or excuse me, Reagan Smith, my mistake. Martin County will settle, bring it back out to Priest. And she'll switch fields and bring it near side. Off to Goebel. Perkins takes it off of her feet for just a moment, but they regain possession. Now Henderson and Goebel battling for position. It's running toward Boyd County's bench, and it'll go back to the Lions. Elise Perkins. We'll get a sub first off. Burke will come back in for Boyd County. And she'll replace Reagan Smith. 5 seniors on this year's squad for Boyd County. Talking with Coach Pennington in the preseason, and one of the things, you lose your keeper, you lose your entire back row. That was something that she was really concerned about, of what this team was going to bring to the table. And so far they've been very aggressive, and just one minor miscue on a ball from Faith Caldwell, who has it at her feet right now, and she'll send it wide right. But an opportunity to do something special, and that's after taking so long to get your first region title. Now you chance to go back-to-back. Shelly White, a sophomore, will see her first action, and she'll replace Gracie Crow. Lions goal kick, Cheyenne Burke. 8.5 to play. Caldwell tries to swipe it away, had it for a moment. Boyd County will keep it. It's Kraft. Kraft trying to build up that left side. Finds Burnside in the center. Burnside lets it slow things down. Trying to push to the right side with 3 players on. Swinging it down the middle, looking for the newest player on the field of Shelly White. Physical nature in this game is really picking up, and it is getting chippy. Nice ball across to Jude near midfield. Trying to chip it ahead, looking on a run for Davis up that right side. Burke in tow. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with Martin County on the far sideline. Just inside of 8 minutes to play here in the opening half. Stay tuned with us at the half. We'll check out the scoring and stats of this one and get you ready for the second half of action and what's going to prove to be a dandy of a soccer game here tonight, no matter the outcome. Here's Henderson trying to clear it from the back row. Here's Moore. Trying to work with White. She gets taken off of her feet, losing the ball just across the midfield stripe. Now the ball rolls all the way through. Bush will come out just inside the 18, and we'll put it in the midst. The lone goal, a 10th minute free kick from Faith Caldwell. Martin County had another grand opportunity from Jazz Jude that drew the crossbar, but did not fall through. Here's Caldwell. Burnside takes it off her feet on a great defensive effort. Perkins sends that one away. It'll stay with the Cardinals on a throw-in near side. And Chloe Jude, junior, checking in the ballgame. Throw coming up for Anna Hinkle. She'll take the deep drop, giving off to Fraley. Fraley with a cleat untied. Here's Henderson working with her teammate of Shelly White, trying to maintain possession. And now a push from behind on Henderson. And a free kick coming up for Martin County. So Caldwell with the free kick in front of the Lions bench. High-arcing kick toward the middle. Maddie Stevens was there. Burke trying to turn it up the field on the far side with Annalie Davis in tow. Loses it out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Cardinals as we approach 5 minutes to play in the opening half. It kind of had turned in favor of Boyd County offensively with the attacks that they had at about the midway point of this half, and then in about the last 3 minutes, it's really turned in the favor of Martin County. Here's Stevens. Back line for Martin County comes forward and booms it up that far edge. And we'll get a sub for the Cardinals coming on. Alexis Klein, freshman, checking in. 7 freshmen on this Cardinals team. All the way back out near midfield. Jane Smith is there, lobs it back in toward the center. Faith Burnside steps 2. Trying to work it to the right side. She's got White out in front. A good through ball. White didn't release. She's trying to get there, but she won't make it in time to get before the keep comes to the 18-yard box. And we stay in a 1-0 ball game favoring the visiting Cardinals. Here's Henderson. Overruns the high-bounding ball off the turf. Second bounce goes in the backside there to Chloe Jude. And again, I don't know if that's Chloe Jude or Alma Arneson. There's 2 9s on the roster. Priest working with it in the middle. Moore giving defensive pressure on her. Drops it off far side. Sun peeking through the clouds. Nice job defensively by the Lions as they take it away at midfield, and then we trade positions, and it goes all the way back to the feet of Savannah Henderson. Looking ahead to Burnside, they don't have the connection. Burnside fighting for position, can't get it. And Martin County will switch fields to the far side, inside of 3 to go here before halftime. Nice job there by Kraft. With 2 on, finds an angle up the left edge. Building from that left side is Kraft. She started a run here Tuesday night from the back line that resulted in a Burnside goal. Trying to get it to the right side, finds a drop. Here's Stevens. Nice piece of movement off the left side. Chipping it down toward Moore. Too much on it. Had a ball come off the hand of Moore, and it will be a free kick. It trickled off of the turf and bounced up and hit her hand. And immediately you saw the Martin County players raising their hands like, where's the whistle? And it was a delayed whistle from the referee. From my angle, I believe it was the correct call. It looked like that it had come off of the turf and caught her on the hand. It's an inverted handball, which just reverts in a free kick at that point. Inside of 2 to play before halftime. 1-0 Martin County. Kraft wins it at midfield. Looking for more, can't get it there. Martin County with an interception. Working it up that right side, trying to get it down the left. And Boyd County takes it away. Moore slows it down, has a player in the middle, but as she turns, there's a defender right on her hip and takes it away. Here's Caldwell working into the middle. Nice piece of defensive effort on the backside there by Burnside to knock that one away. Ball loose at midfield. Moore settles it down. Martin County plays a little negative, trying to play with a drop. Aubrey Moore with 2 on, steps through, finds some separation. Rolls it off to the left side. Burke, who releases off that left edge. High bounding ball, played off the second hop. Burnside trying to win it inside of 40 seconds to play here before halftime. Anderson just sends that one into the near side stands as we get to the final 20 seconds here before the half. A lot of things to work on at the break for both of these teams, but more importantly for Martin County, they're going to go to the locker room leading at the half 1-0 over Boyd County. We'll step out for a break. When we return, we'll break things down and get you ready for the second half of action. A good one here tonight here in Cannonsburg. Martin County on the road with a 1-0 lead over Boyd County. Halftime show when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Halftime here in Cannonsburg as 1-0 our score. As the lone goal thus far in the contest from Faith Caldwell on a free kick from just around the 20-yard line as she slid it over top of the mitts of Emily Bush to pick up her 11th goal of the season and give Martin County the lead at the break. It's been kind of a nip-and-tuck game. Both teams have had opportunities to control the possession and the side of the ball, but the biggest thing that both teams have really done a good job of is controlling the pair of Faiths, Faith Caldwell, Faith Burnside, for each of their 2 respective teams, both leading their teams in scoring. Burnside with 13 goals for Boyd County. Caldwell came in with 10. But the defensive have really played well to keep those 2 from really getting loose. Caldwell has had a few good runs and a couple of looks at the net on a couple of swings from the right side, but has not been able to find the back of the net. A couple of missed opportunities on some balls that's bounced away from the keeper for the visiting Cardinals. Boyd County was not there to corral it in, and they find themselves on the backside of a 1-0 halftime deficit here at the break. We're going to step out for a break. We come back, we'll get you ready for second half of action. Boyd County trailing Martin County 1-0 at the half. Second half when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Cannonsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Borders Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewis, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
About 3 minutes to go here in the half as we get you ready for the second half of action. 1-0 our score. As we look ahead at Boyd County's schedule, they hit the road on Saturday. They go to Montgomery County at 11:30 before returning back home on Tuesday night in the back end of a boy-girl doubleheader against Mason County. The Royals roll in. We'll play boys at 6, girls at approximately 8 o'clock. We can catch both of those games right here on your home for the Lions, Kool TV, and the Total Media Sports Network. And then they become the Road Warriors. 6 consecutive games. They go to East Carter on September the 6th, at Ashland on the 11th, Pikeville on September the 13th. They go to West Carter on the 15th, Rowan County on the 16th, and their final road game of the season is at Medford on September the 20th. Then they come home for 3 games with Estill County on the 22nd. They'll play the back end of a boy-girl doubleheader on the 25th with Russell, and then close things out with the final regular season game of the season against Cabell Midland on September the 30th. And then, of course, we go into 63rd District play that will get things rolling into the postseason as we start in that first week of October. So hard to believe that we are where we are, a couple of weeks into soccer season, volleyball season getting going this week, football kicking off tomorrow night. You can catch all of the Lions games on the road on 105.7 FM, WLGC, on the Total Media Sports Network. All the home games, you can, if you're in your car, you can listen on the radio. If you're at home or after the game, you can go home and watch it right here on Kool TV. We'll have all of that right here on Kool TV. Again, first time with us on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell. Each time we put out new material, we'll upload it directly to your device. Get on Facebook. If you've not hit with us there and you're on Facebook, be sure to follow us on Facebook. We put a lot of material out there, really building that presence as well, as we are happy to be with Boyd County and get ready to continue our pursuit through this season and into many more to come. So we'll flip ends of the field. Martin County had possession to start things off, so it will go in possession of Boyd County. They will drive toward the field house. A little bit of sunlight peeking through the clouds. We've not had a lot of sun this evening. It's been very cloudy throughout much of the day. Here Tuesday night, it was a scorcher. But the sun peeking through the clouds, still a bit of a breeze to speak of, blowing into the face of the direction of travel for Boyd County. And off we go with the second half of action, with the Lions trailing 1-0 to the Martin County Cardinals. Viv Allen plays that one off the header. Can't control it, though. It goes into the Martin County bench. Here's Burnside trying to beat the player to the punch. Can't do so. Lost it for a second there to Priest. Regained her position. Nice job there by Perkins on the far side to step two and intercept that through ball attempt on that far corner by the Cardinals. Anna Hinkle on the throw in, drops it at the feet of Jazz Jude. They dropped it in, and then something was not copacetic as the official changed it around, so it's going to be a free kick coming up for Boyd County now. Faith Burnside launches a deep ball up that far side. Moore trying to win it. It plays off the head of Emily Ledford, the center back and the senior captain for this Cardinals team. Ball saved in on the far side. Martin County building, trying to play it back toward the middle. And that's an inadvertent handball off of Burnside. It caught her elbow. And it'll be a free kick coming up for Martin County on the far side, just on their side of the defensive midfield. The lone goal coming in the 10th minute off a free kick from Faith Caldwell. That's where we currently stand in this ball game thus far. Here's Burnside. Drops it off to Moore. Burke coming up the left edge. Back toward Moore. Moore working down toward the 18. Ledford's just going to send it out on the near side. It'll be a throw in from the near side corner. Burke looking toward Maddie Stevens just outside the 18. Stevens with 2 on. Has to take it off of her feet by Caldwell. She'll start the push. Good through ball out to Annalie Davis. Davis with a 1v1 toward the goalie. Lines it up inside the 18. Puts it on the foot, and a nice save there by Emily Bush. Grounder right to the keeper. And we stay 1-0. This was a nice through ball and a run by Davis. Burnside with interception. Caldwell working with her. Martin County with the drop, plays it back toward Priest at midfield. Near side the drop to Hope Caldwell. Davis working that right edge. That was something they did in the first half where they really like to build from the right, where Boyd County likes to build from the left, and that's what they're going to try to do here. Here's Burke looking for a through ball to Moore, but they were way off kilter with what they wanted to do with it, and it's a ball that's kicked out of bounds. It's back to Boyd County, but a deep throw that'll come from Savannah Henderson on their defensive side of midfield. Henderson, a big throw up the near side, looking for Burke. Burke with 2 on. And Boyd County throw. They'll say it was touched last by Jane Smith, who was battling for position. So Henderson will come up again. Eden Henderson checking in the ball game first, though. She'll replace Burke. Good throw there by Savannah Henderson. And they'll try another throw. Said her favorite music's rap. Her favorite food is macaroni and cheese. She got a chance to go anywhere in the world. She wants to go to Greece. Interesting thing about her, she's played in the state tournament, played in 2 different positions. I thought Tuesday night she really kind of made the face of the defense by setting the tone on that back line. She's played well here tonight as well. Caldwell trying to make a run. Henderson slows her down. They'll roll it off near side to Caldwell. Right to the keep. And another save by the sophomore Emily Bush. Here's Henderson. Settles it down right near midfield. Bends it back in, but loses it off her foot as she swiped it too much. Hope Caldwell turns working with 2 on. She'll take a drop. Martin County tries to send it to the far side. A deep drop as it goes all the way backward. Anna Hinkle will have to chase it down as Crow loses her footing on the far sideline trying to chase it, but there's Reagan Stevens. Down in that right corner, and Hinkle will just boom it out of bounds, and it'll be a long throw coming up for Boyd County. Just inside of 34 minutes to play here in the contest. 1-0 Martin County, our 10th minute goal, the lone deciding factor thus far in this contest. Here's Moore, swings with the left foot. Pinballs this one off, a couple of bodies it touches, and then Martin County loses it out of bounds on the far side, so a throw coming up on the far side for the home Lions. Something you get when you've got a player like Savannah Henderson that can throw like she does. It gives you opportunities to really get runs going. Trying to run that one down toward Moore. Falling for position there is just both balls went back and forth, and this one up the far side and moves it down inside the 20, closer to the 15. And this is one where she can try to get it down inside the 18. Good ball. Eden Henderson finds it at her feet, but had it taken away quickly. Now Savannah settles, takes it off to the right side. That's Reagan Smith. Looks it down inside the 18. Nobody home. Viv Allen, nice job there stepping two off that back line. She scored her first goal here on Tuesday night. Working on that back line. And a foul on Maddie Stevens as she's got tangled up with Faith Caldwell. So a free kick for Caldwell. Nice ball at the feet, and it finds its way into the net. I believe that was Annalie Davis. So 2-0 Martin County. And Davis in the 50th minute. Off the touch through by Caldwell on the free kick. So both goals have resulted from free kicks. One that went directly into the net, and the second one on a nice piece that played through that got at the feet of Davis, and she was able to finish. Boyd County's got some work to do here, down 2-0 to this Martin County team that has yet to give up a goal this season. Here's Ledford with a throw. There's a laser beam right at Eden Henderson. And Henderson wins position. It'll be a throw coming up for the Lions. Now to Crow down inside just outside the 18. And that's going to be a corner kick as London Fraley knocks it off of the pole right there at the corner. No, they're going to say this is a throw. I thought it had the corner, and this was going to be a corner. So Eden Henderson with a throw in. Moore fighting for position down from her bench. Kraft on the back line. Takes it to the right side. She gets tangled up and taken off of her feet, and it's a foul against J.S. Jude. And a free kick now for Boyd County. This is where Faith Burnside will have an opportunity to line one up and take a shot at the net. She will take the free kick at about the 22-yard line. The only thing is you're kicking into the wind here. Now, sometimes that helps a little bit when you try to kick that low driving ball, but you've got to get it past the keep. Burnside asking for her 10-yard clearance. Kicks this one right into the wall. Off to the left side, goes back to the right into a double team. Kraft settles it down, though, trying to go back to Burnside. Burnside loses her footing. Moore is there to give her some help, but she's into a double team as well. Viv Allen settles it down. Perkins right side. Inside of going down right at 29 minutes left to play in the contest. Boyd's down by 2. Martin County trying to bring it near side, and they get it through. That's off to Arneson. Arneson working from the right side. Kraft runs it down and takes it away. Great defensive effort there on the back end by Lauren Kraft. And now Eden Henderson bringing it up the left edge. Henderson trying to play it in and can't keep it on the line. Nice job defensively on that back line by Lauren Kraft to run that one down, as that was going to be a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Ledford sends that one sky high. Burnside knifing her way through, gets past Ledford. Firing it across, was looking for Crow down inside. Moore bangs it around. It pinballs loose. Maddie Stevens will settle down and bring it to the left edge. Touches it off to Burnside. She's got 4 around her. She'll find the drop there to Moore. She'll stay with the Lions in front of their bench. And this is where Boyd County's going to have to really win the battle of physicality here in the second half to play from behind. Maddie Stevens trying to save it off of a ball that got loose, but it goes back to the visiting Cardinals. Hope Caldwell back in the contest for Martin County. She'll replace Madeline Goebel. Burnside settles it off her chest in front of her bench on the long throw there by Ledford. Here's Henderson. Brings it near side to Eden Henderson. Nice job there by Kraft to settle in front of the Martin County bench. Trying to build from the back end. Now Savannah. Good ball movement right now by Boyd. Moore tries to take a swing and lost her footing. Had the grand idea there as had Henderson coming up this near sideline, and as she went to plant and push, just lost her footing and got a bad touch on the ball. And that sometimes just happens on turf. The idea was there, just could not pull the execution. Davis applying a pressure on Arneson. Now Caldwell drops it into the center to Jude. She'll start the push. A good through ball through the middle. Davis trying to chase after it. Out comes the keeper of Bush. She'll pounce on it just inside the 18 for a save. That's one thing with Emily Bush that I've noticed is when she comes off of her line, she's aggressive. And you have to do that. You can't come off your line and hesitate. You know, sometimes goalies can get themselves in trouble coming off the line and you just get bad angles or whatever, but she's got speed and she's aggressive going after the ball, and that's something that if you're going to come off your line, you have to attack. And I thought she did a great job of that right there. Ledford's throw goes into the center of the field. Nobody was home. Caldwell comes to, but Henderson swipes it away, loses it into her own bench, and it goes back to the Cardinals. Here's Jude. Nice job there by Maddie Stevens to take it away. No, excuse me, that's Perkins, my mistake. Trying to play a through ball up toward Moore. It was intercepted. Great idea, just could not find feet. Jude in midfield, working, gives it up, brings it near side Arneson. Battling with Henderson, and they're going to get tangled up, and it is getting chippy on the field. It has been building since the first half. So a free kick for the Cardinals, 24 minutes to play in regulation. Ledford booms it up the near sideline. Kraft comes to. She's going to start the push for the Lions. She's outnumbered, but she's pushing ahead. Great job defensively there by the Cardinals. Alexis Klein to take that one away. Here's Arneson. Lets it settle at her feet. She'll slow things down and play backward. Martin County switches fields. Will work to the right side now. Davis slams on the brakes, heavy pressure. Reagan Smith and Maddie Stevens. Perkins clears it all the way to midfield. Ledford on that back line, though, as Crow tries to get to it and can't do so. Now Kraft rolling it up to Burnside. Burnside with defensive pressure as soon as the ball got to her feet. She has been hounded the entire contest. Here's Davis off that left side now, trying to get an angle as Perkins cuts her off. She'll fire it with the left foot. It's slowed by Savannah Henderson. Great job there by Savannah to slow it one and contain the ball in play to be able to turn it back toward her offensive attack. Here's Faith Caldwell. Just outside the 18, brings it to Hope Caldwell, who brings it to the right side. Arneson working it down outside the 18, puts it in the air. It's off the mitts. And it's a goal kick coming up for Boyd County. Cheyenne Burke back in for Boyd County, returning for Martin County's Madeline Goebel.
Cheyenne Burke returns to the match for Boyd County, number 21.
Henderson off for Eden Henderson off, and Arneson off for Martin County.
Maddie Goebel for Martin County.
Kraft working on that back line. Finds Moore's feet. Burke right back to Moore. That one will trickle all the way through. Burnside hustles too. Burnside making a run with Moore off to the left. She'll wipe it out to the right side. Hinkle steps to and takes it away. Reagan Smith tied up and a lot of hands and a whistle and an arrow toward Boyd County for a free kick. So Moore's going to take this one instead of Burnside. Moore working off of an assist number last year that was astronomical. 20 assists in her junior campaign. Chipping this one down. A good ball down inside the 18. Burke giving it a chase. The keep of Brianna Muncie trying to get to it, could not do so. And Boyd County's going to get a corner kick out of it. That was a beautiful ball by the senior of Aubrey Moore. So now Burnside from the near side corner. Down 2-0, halfway home here in the second half. Lions are down. Ball raked out, and it'll pinball over to Coach Pennington. And a throw-in coming up for the Lions. Burnside will do the honor. Looking for Burke. It's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with Boyd County, and Burnside will try it again. Burnside trying to be patient, but just has it taken off of her foot, and then a whistle and a foul against Martin County. So a free kick coming up for the Lions about 8 yards outside the 18. So a three-person wall for the Cardinals with Faith Burnside lining it up. And bends this one wide, and it goes behind the net and out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up for the visiting Cardinals. Ledford, the center back, senior captain for the Cardinals. Moore wins that one out of the air. Nice job there. Burnside trying to get two, does so. She's got Burke on the left edge. Big swing of the leg and bends it wide of the net. And a corner kick coming up Take a look at the Action Cards and Collectibles instant replay. Settled it so quickly. Found some separation, almost going backward, and delivered a dart toward the net. Here's Kraft, that's my mistake. Tries to take it all the way across the top of the 18 and finally loses possession of the ball. And now they've got Caldwell out in space. She knifes it back in. Henderson trying to beat her to the punch, and Henderson will slow down the run as they had faith. Caldwell with one step needed for a one-on-one with a goalie. Great defensive effort there by Savannah Henderson on the back line to slow that run. Jazz Jude in the center. Trying to play a through ball, does so out to Goebel. Goebel down to the right side, just outside the 18. Looking down inside the box, Jude outside the 6. Has this one popped away. Burke in chase, playing with her, and Jude loses her footing. And a whistle and a foul in front of the Martin County bench. They're going to get it on Jazz Jude, so it's a free kick for the Lions. $16 and a half to go here in regulation. 2-0 Martin County leading this one. Big swing of the left-footed kicker of Aubrey Moore. Crow has it, tries to bend it left side, and a late whistle comes for a foul against Boyd County. And it's going to be a free kick coming up for Martin County. There was a push from behind there by Crow as she got positioned toward the net. Burnside had it for a second, couldn't control it. It goes all the way back on the back line to Perkins. Excuse me, that's Allen, my mistake. The 1 and 7 are tough to see from the front jerseys. Goebel battling with Moore, can't keep it in play. It was pointed toward Black for a moment, then they change it and give it back to Martin County, so Ledford will come up and do the honors. 15 minutes to go in regulation. Boyd County on the ropes, down 2-0. Burke swipes that one back in. Looking back toward Moore, gets it to her feet. Tries to leave it to Burnside. Burnside has to corral it back in. Hope Caldwell has it taken away as Perkins stops that one. Now Burnside working with Moore. Brings it up the left side, and it's just knocked out of bounds there by London Fraley. Eden Henderson back in the ball game. Also returning for Martin County's Jane Smith. And Henderson will toss it in. Looking down toward Crow. They'll try it again.
Boyd County number 23, Eden Henderson.
Kraft for the throw in from the near side. Trying to get it down toward Burnside. Moore battling for position, working on Caldwell. Henderson steps to and takes it away, but then Caldwell swipes it right back. Now battling against Caldwell battling with Henderson and Moore. Caldwell building her own run off the right side, loses her footing. Kraft takes it away, and Boyd County with the ball. Now Burnside battling with Jude. Smith coming to, trying to get it over to Moore, can't do so. Now Burnside launches it down to the corner, puts Crow on a run. Fraley rakes it out of bounds. Boyd County throw in far sideline. 13 minutes to play. Reagan Smith trying to drop it in toward Moore. And we get a handball against Boyd County, so a free kick coming up for the visiting Cardinals. Boys action on Saturday evening right here on Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network as the Lions bring in Spring Valley. 6 o'clock first kick. We'll be with you beginning at 5:50 with all the action for the boys' home opener. Then a boy-girl doubleheader here on Tuesday night. Boys playing at 6, girls at 8 against Mason County. It's going to feel like a whole different world next week. Temperatures are supposed to drop down into the 70s for the highs. 50s, maybe even some of the outlying areas could see the 40s. It'll feel like fall. Good piece of action so far here on this build. Can Boyd County continue to push? Henderson working on the left edge. Sending it ahead, 2 players there. Sends it down into the corner off the feet of Ludford. And a Boyd County throw in down near the corner. Henderson trying to line things up. And before she gets it in, we'll get a sub in for the Lions as Shelly White returns. Here's Kraft. Pressure coming from from Caldwell. Smith trying to race it down on that far side, battling against the other number 5 of Anna Hinkle. And it's Boyd County's ball. There's a good ball up that far side. This is Hope Caldwell. She's offsides. Guys, bear with me here. I'm doing a little bit of everything. I've got a sick crew member. Henderson with a big swing. Time not on the side of the Lions at the moment, though. Nice through ball taken away on that back line by Boyd County. Great defensive effort there by Allen. Bush will come all the way out in the corner of the 18. Inside of 9 to go. Here's Henderson working up this near side. Here's Moore. Had it at her feet for a second. Now Stevens finds it to Burnside. Burnside steps through. Trying to line something up with the left foot. Karam's back out, goes to the right foot off the crossbar. Look at it on the Ison's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. A great opportunity here. But the crossbar just a tick high. And it stays 2-0. So a goal kick coming up for the Cardinals, who lead it by 2. Here's Burnside off that right side and puts it in the net.
Go Boyd County.
I'm certain if I got it, I tried. If I didn't, guys, I apologize. I'm running both things up here by myself right now. So Burnside collects the goal, making it 2-1 in the 74th minute. So Boyd County putting the first goal of the season on Martin County. Now can they find another? Plenty of time to do it. Good throw up the near sideline. Touched out of bounds by the center back for the Cardinals. Arneson working in front of the Boyd County bench. Now Moore. Henderson steps to, but then Caldwell takes it away. Nice ball up inside, trying to play it down the middle to Davis on the run, but Savannah Henderson interrupts that effort. Perkins will send it out of bounds over on the far side, and a throw-in coming on for the Cardinals, who lead it 2-1. Martin County slowing the pace down now. Here's a ball that gets free out to Burnside. Out to Moore. Moore slows things down. Back to Burnside, left edge. Burnside trying to build up the left edge. Drops it off now to Kraft. Kraft stepping through, has it taken away as Ledford was on the backside, but it's a throw in for Boyd County. Quick drop in to Burnside with pressure from behind. Burnside thought about with the left foot, brings it back right. Drops it down inside the 18. Had Stevens there, but they couldn't make the connection. Henderson settles, fires it back down inside the 18. Boyd County fighting for position, but cannot find the ball, and we get a foul on Boyd County's Maddie Stevens at the 20-yard line. So a free kick as we go close. Just inside 5.5 minutes to go. Lions down 1. Still plenty of time to even this one up. Kraft from the back line. Pushes it into the center to Burnside. Priest cuts her off. Rolls it down. Had a good ball that was just off the mark, a moment's notice there as London Fraley stepped in and took it away as Burnside was trying to feed it down to Stevens on the run on the right edge. So we will stop the clock on substitutions at this point. Cheyenne Burke coming back on for Boyd County as Stevens comes off. Henderson with a big throw, looking down toward Burke. Here's Burke. Comes near side, loses her footing, and a whistle and a foul. And a free kick coming up for the Lions. Just outside the 18. And a good opportunity to push the freshman of Brianna Monsey to her limit. Burnside's going to ask for her 10 yards. They've got a 5-person wall built right in front of Burnside. Burnside kicks it right into the wall, though. It caroms away off to that right side. Inside of 4 to go. Boyd still down 2-1. Throw up the left edge, and substitutes coming in as we'll stop the clock with 3:48 to go. Back in for Martin County's Alexis Klein. This is a rule that they brought into use to eliminate teams doing substitutes and players taking forever and a day to get off the field. Boyd County defensively is going to have to find a mark here to flip the script and try to make a push. Still down 2-1. Here's Burnside. Had it at her feet, but it pinballs away. Goebel works her way around Burnside. Looks for a drop to Caldwell. Caldwell with 2 in tow. Finds the edge outside on the right corner. Allen chasing her down into the corner and loses it off of her footing out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick coming up for the Lions as we'll go inside of 3 before this one gets put in play. Burke near side to Maddie Stevens. Stevens trying to punch it out toward Allen, who they've moved up on the left wing. Burke will chase this one down. Hope Caldwell giving her a chase. They'll drop it off toward Perkins, but she can't get it as it gets past her feet and out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for Martin County on their end of the offensive side. Leading 2-1. A first-half goal and a free kick from Faith Caldwell. Annalie Davis punched one in at the 50th minute, making it 2-0. And then Faith Burnside in the 74th minute pulled Boyd within 1. And that's where we currently stand here with 2 minutes left to play in full time. Looking toward Burnside, loses it off her feet. She's got 3 on, though, trying to step through, and she separates. With pressure, tries to come back inside, and a whistle and a foul against Martin County with 1:48 to go. So a Burnside free kick opportunity at midfield. Chips this one over top of the defense. It goes off the backside of Ledford. Henderson will settle it near side. She's got Allen down the left corner. Allen with pressure from behind, working in front of her bench, trying to turn the edge. Loses it out of bounds. It's a throw-in. Here's Moore working with it at her feet. Out of bounds, and which way are we going? It'll stay with Boyd County. Allen tosses it in. Looking for a handball, none given. 60 seconds to go in regulation. Stevens with heavy pressure. Now Caldwell takes it away. Just booms it to the other end of the field. Boyd County's going to have to turn it and turn it with a hurry. 30 seconds to go. And a bad throw by Henderson as that one goes out of bounds. And Martin County 20 seconds away from picking up a victory on the road here to avenge the 2-0 loss at home to this Boyd County team last season. 10 seconds to play. Martin County will play it in, and they're going to pick up their 4th victory in as many games this season as they'll hand Boyd County their first loss of the season by the final score of 2-1. Post-game show when we return after this here on Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Final score in this one, Martin County wins it 2-1. Here's how it went down. A 10th minute goal on a free kick from Faith Caldwell, and she deposited her 11th goal of the season. That took us to the halftime break and a 1-0 stalemate, favoring the visiting Cardinals. Both teams really kind of traded opportunities in that first half. It was about the first 10 minutes. It was really Martin County that was on the aggressor side of things, and then Boyd County kind of got aggressive, had a couple of good looks that just did not find its mark. Then it went kind of swung back the next 10 minutes toward Martin County, and then Boyd County really tried to put a press there at the end of the first half. Couple of opportunities just missed its mark ever so slightly. Martin County missed a huge opportunity midway through the first half after a Jazz Jude attempt found the crossbar and then carried away. That would have been a 2-0 lead going to the break. But a very big goal on a nice through ball from Faith Caldwell that got to the feet of Annalie Davis as she punched it in the 50th minute. That made it 2-0 Martin County. Boyd County got one back with Faith Burnside collecting a goal in the 74th minute. But that's as far as Boyd County could come back as they fall here tonight by a final score of 2-1. They'll be on the road on Saturday as they go to Montgomery County, and then they'll be back here on Tuesday night on the back end of a boy-girl doubleheader with Mason County coming to town. We'll have the boys and girls, both of those right here on Kool TV, beginning at 6 o'clock. Our pregame coverage will begin for the boys at 5:50. And then don't forget the boys will be in action on Saturday, 6 o'clock first kick, 5:50 pregame show. You can catch it all right here on the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV. Hat tip to my crew here tonight, Felicia Collier and Philip Roark. As my wife, she had to battle some ills tonight. She was battling a migraine, and she had to step away for a bit. But, again, we try to do everything we can to keep things rolling as much as we have to. So hat tip to those great folks for doing everything that they had to do here tonight. Also, Olivia Pennington and her great crew, Pete Fraley, the athletic director here at Boyd County. Can't say enough of how appreciative we are of all the opportunities that they are giving us and working with us out here to bring you Lions action. Again, final score, Martin County wins it 2-1. They move to 4-0 on the season. Boyd County takes its first loss. They go to 3-1. That's it for this evening. Again, don't forget Boyd County football tomorrow night right here on the Total Media Sports Network and WLGC 105.7 FM. Greg Preston on the call as Boyd County heads to Gallia Academy. And then Saturday, the boys in action at 6 o'clock, 5:50 on the pregame show right here on the Total Media Sports Network. For Philip Roark, Felicia Collier, everyone at the Total Media Sports Network, I'm James Collier saying so long and thanks for tuning in here tonight from Boyd County. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching another Boyd County Lions soccer broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Boyd County Soccer has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.